How did propaganda shape public perception in Cold War proxy wars? Imagine a world where stories are spun to make enemies look evil and allies look heroic. That's exactly what propaganda did during the Cold War, especially in proxy wars. Both the United States and the Soviet Union used media to control how people saw these conflicts. They wanted to make sure their side looked good and the other side looked bad. Propaganda was everywhere, from newspapers and radio to posters and movies. It was a way to tell a story that supported their goals and made their enemies seem like villains. For communist countries, propaganda was about showing socialism as the way to freedom. They highlighted stories of workers and peasants fighting against imperialist powers. These stories made it seem like supporting communist movements was fighting for independence and justice. When the Soviet Union backed revolutionary groups in Asia, Africa, and Latin America, propaganda made it clear that these wars were part of a bigger fight against Western control. It helped build support for these causes by making them seem like a global struggle for liberation. The Soviet Union and its allies used state-controlled media like newspapers and radio stations to spread their message. They often disguised their sources to look more credible to foreign audiences. These outlets praised socialist achievements and criticized capitalism, making their viewers see the West as the enemy trying to stop progress. They also supported local revolutionary groups by providing not just weapons but training in media and communication. This helped these groups produce their own propaganda, tailored to their local populations, while still aligning with socialist ideals. Cultural exchanges played a part too. Films, music, and literature were used to promote communist values and create a shared sense of purpose across borders. When Western countries accused the Soviets of spreading lies, the Soviets responded with their own counter-propaganda. They jammed foreign radio broadcasts and produced alternative news sources to fight back. The impact of propaganda varied. Sometimes it successfully rallied support for communist causes, especially where people were unhappy with colonial or authoritarian rulers. Other times, heavy-handed control made people skeptical. Still, the constant flow of messages kept the ideological battle alive and well during the Cold War. In the end, propaganda was more than just words. It was a tool used to win hearts and minds, to justify actions, and to make sure that the narrative of the Cold War stayed in the minds of people around the world. It helped shape perceptions of proxy wars as part of a larger fight between two competing systems, socialism and capitalism.